Do you see the danger of coveting? Do you see the disaster? We know the fallout of eating the fruit right here, right? There is example after example after example in the Old Testament. This pattern of seeing something, deciding that it's good, and then taking it. David saw Bathsheba. She was pleasing to the eye, and he took her. We know the fallout from that story, right? After the Israelites conquered Jericho, remember they marched around Jericho? Huge win there for God. Walls came tumbling down, victory. God said, this is the part of the story we often forget. God said, don't take anything out of there. Leave it all. Don't take one thing out of that city. What happened? A man named Achan. He saw something. And in Joshua, when it describes this, he said, I saw the gold and the silver and this beautiful robe, and I coveted it. I desired it. I took pleasure in it. So I took it and I hid it. It was a hidden sin. No one knew he had it. No one knew it was there hidden in his tent. It was internalized. It was coveting. What happened at the next battle? Israelites got routed by Ai. Tiny little town, tiny little kingdom. They only sent 3,000 soldiers. 36 men died. The other 960-something ran for their lives. Why? God's Spirit left them because Achan coveted. These hidden sins will come to light. There's example after example after example in the Old Testament of someone seeing something, they desire it, and they take it. Over and over. Sarah, what did she desire to have? Abraham and Sarah, she desired to have a child, right? Can you imagine her looking around at the camp? They had hundreds. Abraham had hundreds of servants. All these kids running around. Sarah knows the promise. She knows what was meant for her. She wants a child. I mean, it's good, right? It's going to fulfill the promise for her husband Abraham. She sees her servant Hagar. It's a good idea. She takes her servant and gives her to her husband. You know the fallout from that, right? Still, do you see the disaster that comes when we want something that's not meant for us? Let's look at 1 Timothy chapter 6.